Hi, welcome to our regular series on condo tips for unit owners. These are maintenance tips. Remember last time we talked about faucet aerators and the importance of keeping them clean. This week we're going to talk about traps, P-traps to be exact. So let's dive right in and take a look at what we have here. I'm going to show you underneath a bathroom sink in one of our units. And I'd like you to notice the trap. And you may even notice that it looks corroded. The purpose of this video is so that you could recognize when and if you need to replace your trap. We'll talk a little bit about cleaning your trap and when's a good time to have a plumber come in. So we noticed a few things here. We noticed some extensive corrosion here on the P portion of our trap. And we notice we have some old shutoffs. Take a look at the shutoff knobs. These shutoff knobs, I tried to turn off to see if they worked, and I know that you should not apply too much pressure. If you cannot actually turn that knob, leave it alone. You could break it, you could cause a leak, and that will have to be taken care of by a licensed plumber. So highly recommend having your shutoffs replaced. The new shutoffs these days are quarter turn shutoffs and are very nice, and those should be replaced every 7 to 10 years. I will venture to say that these are older than that and ready to be replaced. Judging by the corrosion I see on the P part of this trap and the extension tube, it is time for this to be replaced. I also see some corrosion around the lock nut here, and that gives me cause for concern. Hey, let's go to the top part of this, right? Let's go to the sink right now, and let's see if this trap needs to be cleaned. I'm going to pull our plunger rod and close this and add water. We're going to fill it up. This is a simple test. We're going to see how fast it actually drains. If it's sluggish at all, that will tell us whether or not we need to clean our trap. Using caustic chemicals is never recommended. We have steel here, chrome tubes. Some have PVC. And these chemicals can be corrosive to those. So we hesitate on saying use a chemical declogger. We don't want to corrode our pipes. Now let's see how fast. Take a close look here, and we're going to show you, and let's take a look at the rate of drain on this. I'm listening. I hear no gurgling. That went down very fast. Doesn't need to be clean. I'm also going to take my finger and I'm going to see if I can pull up on the stopper. And the stopper seems to be hooked properly. So we won't go any further. Now I was just looking at some corrosion around the neck of this faucet, so I'd recommend also that this faucet be replaced. Again, the service life on these is really probably no more than 5 years based on the low quality faucets we get in our big box stores these days. Okay, you're going to go with us and we're going to head upstairs and take a look at another one and see what kind of shape that's in. All right, we're in another bathroom upstairs and we're going to take a look at first how the water is draining. So come on over and let's fill this one up and see what we come up with. Now I noticed a little difficulty with the stopper, so when this drains we're going to try something. I want to make sure that this stopper is actually engaged with the plunger rod. I have a suspicion that it isn't because we're really not filling up here. So I'm going to hold my finger on the stopper so the sink fills, so we get a proper test and see how this is draining. Okay, that should do it. Here we go. Turn the water off. I'm going to push the rod, see if we can open it. Oh, now you may notice, I don't know, but this is considerably slower than the last. Look, I've pulled this out. It's not connected. Uh-oh. And look how slow we're draining. We're draining really slow. Now I'm leaning over this and I can see hair. And that's what we're all going to see because we're humans. We're going to see mostly hair blocking our traps and causing water to just trickle. So we have an issue here with draining. This needs to be taken care of. Let's go underneath here. Let's go into the belly of the beast here. Now let's take a look at the trap first. Remember downstairs I was pointing to some corrosion on the trap. Well, look at this. We've got some corrosion here that is visible. The bottom of the cabinet looks dry and it looks like it's in very good condition. So at present, we don't have a leak, but I see corrosion, and the way that corrosion is tells me that there was a leak at some time. Now, let's take a look at something else here, folks. Take a look at the water shutoffs. What do you notice about them? Do you notice the one on the right is green, bluish? That's a sign of past or present water leaking and corrosion. So those valves need to be replaced. I can tell that they're an older style valve. They should be removed. And take a look at the chrome piece that goes up from the valve. It goes to a chrome, which goes to copper. And right at the joint, we have another leak point. We have more pretty intense corrosion going on here. So my recommendation is to take all of that out from the copper supply tubes up and put a flex braided steel line in. And also, let's take care of the faucet while we're at it. I'm looking at corrosion on the faucet spout, and I can see it needs to be replaced. Folks, okay, let's get back to the trap real quick. There are a couple of nuts here. Do-it-yourself folks would take a slip joint wrench and just loosen these and take the trap off. You would put a pan underneath, you'd remove that little U right there, and you would see it's full of stuff. It's going to be full of water as well. So you want to have a pan or a short bucket that you can dump it into, because it's going to be full, I guarantee it. It's supposed to be full. If there's no water in it, when we have a problem. This is called a P-trap because you have an extension tube coming out of the wall, and it's kind of in the shape of a P. And then there's just a U straight up. If your trap, now this is really important, listen to me. If your trap is in the shape of an S, it is the wrong kind of trap under your sink. Why is that, you ask? Because an S trap, the water flows through the S in such a way that it completely clears the trap. Air follows, gravity works on the force and pulls water right out of the trap. Now what happens if you have an empty trap? Nothing in it at all. Sewer gases can enter your dwelling through the trap. You will smell something yucky, and it's not you, it's not your lack of cleaning, it's gases coming up from the sewer that you're smelling. This style trap is meant to stay half full of water so the whole bottom's blocked and sewer gases can't come up into your environment, into your living environment. That's really, really important. Big box stores will sell S traps. Don't buy them. Don't buy anything that's a flexible trap. I showed you metal traps today. That's the best way to replace your traps, with metal. Some replace them with inexpensive PVC. You get what you pay for. They won't perform as well. I guarantee it. And when they are put together, it's a very, very careful tightening. It's not really super tight. Can I give you a recommendation? Have a plumber take care of it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.